نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Okay, so yesterday we did the drills on chapter 8, drill 5. So only 2 were left, so we can do those 2. I think one of them started today. Let me see. Okay. Chapter 8, drill 5. Yeah, 3 were left, so we'll do those 3 too, so that we can complete the drills, inshallah, and then we'll do the rest of the review that we had. So the first word is Umirtu. I think we did Umirtu yesterday. Does anybody remember?
Yes, we did this.
Okay. So then you'll do the next 2. Yatadakkaru. So the same as always, our steps. Step 1, is this fail, harf or ism?
Fail.
Okay. Step 2,
Present.
is this past or present tense?
Present.
Present. Why is it present?
Yeah,
It
beginning
start
and
with
oo.
ja and
Oo
Yes. Yeah, beginning and u ending.
ending.
So that is from the present tense chart. Step 3, we have to
It is
see
active.
active and passive. And
Who
as we
are
are
it?
talking about, yes, present tense, it is u and as. So is this active or present?
active.
Active. It is active because you don't have the u sound in it. Step 4, what is the inside dua?
हुआ नहीं यतज़क्कर हाँ यतज़क्करो हुआ
What? Yes. Step 5. So big or small families?
It is
Family.
a big family.
Yes, because if we remove the ya and u, we are left with more than 3 letters. Exactly. So, and from this, pick
5.
F.
F5. تعلم فعل.
Ta'allam. Excellent. Okay. So, we've answered 2 of the columns. I think 3 of the columns. The translation is left. But if I ask you to just make passive of this word, yatadakkaru. Yes.
يتذكر.
Yes. It would be a u on the madari letter. Then followed by a fatha on the.
عين كلمة.
Exactly. So you. The an kalma. The an kalma has the shadda and it already has a fatha.
Yeah,
so we didn't need to change it. So the passive for yatadakkaru would be yutadakkaru.
Yes.
And as for the meaning, zakara is reminder.
Yeah.
Right? But I just want to confirm the meaning for family 5.
Yeah.
Zakara yazkuru, and the family 5 is to remember. It's the same thing. To remember, or
So it will be he remembers or he is being reminded of. He is being reminded, right?
this is active, so it will be that
He remembers.
Remembered, right? Members.
Buzz.
Sorry, this is present tense.
Present, yeah.
And this will be
He is remembered.
reminded.
He is reminded, yeah.
Right?
Remembered,
So,
right? Acha, reminded. Okay.
Yeah, because he is remembered. So, like for example, he teaches and he is taught, right?
Or you can't say he is being remembered. No.
The addition of being then brings
Present continuous.
yeah, then it brings kana and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
Right,
So
right.
that's why. So that's that is the extent of it. But I'll make sure of this, inshallah. But for now, it is he is reminded, or he is remembered. Both can be, I think.
Is it
Would
it
be.
is remembered as well?
Yeah, it can be it as well. Yes. Let me see if this word, what it means in the Quran. يتذكر أولو الألباب. I think it comes as that. يتذكر. So it comes in. Oh, it comes a lot in the Quran. So it comes in Surah Ra'd 19. They will only be reminded. Yes. He is reminded is the
Yeah. Okay.
correct.
Sister, I have a question.
Yes.
Today in class, when we are doing Yajma'u and its a passive version, Yujumi'u. So we have the translation, it is being gathered. So how can we differentiate? Like you just said, like when we use being, its meaning of kana and stuff like that.
He
So
is gathered or collected. This is the meaning of the passive.
mhm. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll try to make sure, and I have to see the whole day 72 and today again, because the passives now have been completely explained by Ustad. So inshallah, I'll be making changes to my existing notes, inshallah.
Okay.
So I'll try to see if the word being can be used in the passive.
Okay, because
Right.
in drill 4, I think he used it is being gathered, he is being taken, he
Yes.
is
So
being
if
taught.
being is used, then it can be
But
used
we still don't know when to use being and when it's only
when
he's
it's
gathered.
not. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think that will happen the more we use it, the more we basically it I think will depend on the meanings of each family that we haven't done yet, where we
Oh,
can
okay.
use being and where we can't use being. So
Okay.
maybe that might explain this further at that point,
Oh, okay.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, so our next word is, sorry, it is turja'una. Okay, so step 1 is this ism, fail or harf?
Fail.
Okay, step 2 is this past or present?
Present.
Why is it present?
To and una ending.
Yes.
Two beginning and
Yes, and una ending, exactly. Step 3, is it active or passive? And because we have already decided present, so the
Passive.
sign would be ua. Yes. To u beginning, and you have
Yeah.
the ain kalma with the fatha. So it is passive.
Passive.
Step 4, what is the inside dua?
all of you.
Yes, antum. Excellent. Step 5, is this, sorry, big or small?
Small. F1 family.
This is 3 letters left, but remember, for present passive, This can be F1 and F4.
Okay.
How? Raja'a yarji'u. I think it is.
Mm.
Let me just confirm. Raja'a
Yajibu.
yarji'u. Yes, it is Raja'a yarji'u.
Mm.
Right?
Yes.
So Ruji'a yurja'u. But for family 4, it is Arja'a yurji'u.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
Urji'u
Mm. Jaw.
yurja'u. So your present passive for both are the
Same.
same. So we will see if it is big family, it is F4, and if it is small family, it is F1.
Mm.
So this is how this confusion arises, because the
Just can you repeat this part because I just missed. I was busy somewhere.
sure, no problem. Okay, let's see this. Okay, with turjaun, right? There are two answers possible. And why is that? Because when we try to see if it was big or small family, so we remove the ta and we remove the una, we are left with 3 letters, right? So our natural answer would have been F1, and raja'a yarji'u, and it is ruji'a yurja'u. So this is where we would have ended up. But with present passive, if you have F1 present passive, then there is always a possibility for it to be an F4 too. Okay?
And F4 is Aslama family.
Yes. So here you see Raja'a Yaruji'u, this is F1 family, right? Daraba family. And when we make it passive, it's Ruji'a Yurja'u, right? You get this word, Yurja'u, right? But you get Aruja'a Yurji'u, and you get the passive for Yurji'u is Yurja'u too. So these are the same. The word is the same. So this
Is there
happens in present passive. So if a word that you get, can I erase this, or because I want to write a note?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay. So in present passive, right? There is a possibility that a word might be from F1 or F2, sorry, F4 families if after removing the signs of present tense, you are left with 3 letters. For example, Raja'a, you had a turja'un, right? This example that we have. Turja'una. Okay. So when we decided to see the family, we removed the ta and we removed the una. We are left with
Raja.
3 letters, right?
Mhm.
So if you have present passive having only 3 letters, so in this condition, in these both, if you have a 3-letter left and a passive present tense word, then it means that it can be from family 1 as well as family 4. This is the only time it happens. So it's nothing to worry about. Even if you answered only F1, that is correct too. But in the Quran, if this comes in this way, then we'll have to consider both of the meanings and see which one fits or what are the implications of both of the meanings.
Sister, can you like show the meaning? Like how is the difference?
Okay,
F1, F4.
sure. So in Raja Yarji'u, the meaning is, for F1, the meaning is to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And for F4, the meaning is to let return, to make return.
Oh, okay.
To take back or to turn back. Take back or to turn back.
Yeah, today in class, Ustad used this meaning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
F4.
Oh, Jazak.
Right. And for the passive, right?
Mhm.
So it would be to be returned. He was returned, or he is returned, or it is returned. You all are returned
Mm-hmm.
in the passive. F4. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, the drills are over. So now we can go to, are there any more drills in chapter? Oh, did you start? Tell us to do drill 6?
No.
No, okay. So we'll leave it at that and we'll return to our Sarf exercise workbook and do some of the words from there now. So I think we've done pages day 1. So our day 1 is complete. Day 2 is about provide the present tense, masdar and ism file. Okay, this is a great exercise. So we'll do this next. Okay, this point is clear to everybody?
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So this is day 2 of Surf day 1 to 5 workbook. Okay, so let's take the first word, akhbara. First, we'll get all the info about the word. Step 1, is this fail, ism or harf?
It's fail.
It is fail. Step 2, past or present.
Past.
Past tense.
Step 3, active or passive, OE.
Active.
Active.
Yes. Step 4, inside doer.
Wa.
Wa.
Step 5, small, big family.
Big
Big
family. F4.
family 4.
family 4. Excellent. Okay, now we have to make فعل مضارع from it. أخبر.
يخبر.
يخبر.
Yes. أسلم يسلم يخبر.
بير.
Then we have to make master. What will be the
إخبارا.
master?
إخبارا.
إخبارا. And what will be the اسم فاعل?
مخبر.
مخبر.
Yes. مخبر. Okay. Right? So next word, we'll do something else. This is, I think all of them are family 4. Let's do okay. Okay, step 1. So fail ism or harf.
fail.
Step 2, past present. Fail mudare. Okay, present tense. And why is it a present tense?
beginning.
It's a past.
It's a past tense
Why is it a past tense?
because
There is no end.
there is no ending as a in past mudare.
Excellent. This is not a present tense. This is a past tense. So in mudare, not only the beginning but also the ending matters. Okay. So with family 5, that family 5 and family 6, we get this confusion with family 5 and family 6. Why? Because of the ta in the beginning, right? So whenever you see a ta, do not automatically assume it is mudare. See the what do you call the family marker. So here taqabala has a ta, break down the word, right? So you have, excuse me, you have ta beginning and an extra alif, right?
Yeah.
So extra alif comes in 2 families. Family 3
F3 and F6.
تعاون. F6.
and family 3 has no ta. So you are left with,
F6.
and family 6 is ta'awana. So ta and a, right? Ta and a are past tense. Okay. So this is not present tense, it is past tense. And okay, next is it step 3, active or passive, and because we have
Active.
decided it is past, so
It's
OE is the passive.
Active.
Active, it is active. Yes. Step 4 is inside dua.
هو.
Dua, yes. And then step 5 is big or
Family.
small family.
Big family.
Big family.
It is big family, and big family is
F6.
Family 6.
family
Sa'ala.
6.
Tasa'ala.
Exactly. Ta'awana or tasa'ala, whatever is easy for you. Okay. And so now we have to have the fail mudare of taqabala. What will be the fail mudare of taqabala?
تقابلوا.
يجاهد.
Yes.
يتجاهل.
يتقابلوا.
It is, yes, taqabala, ta'awana, right? Yata'awanu, Yataqabalu. Right? Always write it down. If you are not sure about the harakas, the name of the family that we have memorized is a standard. So just write it down and write the mudare with the same harakas, and inshallah you will get the mudare. Okay? It is not you, it is yeah. I don't know why I wrote yeah. You okay? It is yataqabal. And then the masdar. So first write the masdar for ta'awana. What will be the masdar?
تعاونا
Yes, ta'awunan. So just write
تقابلا
yes, taqabulan. See, in this way, you will not make a mistake and you will remember what the masdar is. If you remember what the masdar of the family is, then you can write it just by changing only the letters that are changed. The harakas will remain the same. Okay, and what will be the ism file?
متقابل
متقابل.
متقابل
متقابل
Yes, mutaqabil.
متقابل.
بلون
بلون لون.
بلون
Sorry.
Yes. Muta'awinun, because
Hmm.
we need the mu and the n kalma
Isa
having a kasra. These two are the markers for the ism file. Okay, tell me taqabala, what will be its passive form?
E, right? تقابل.
تقابي تقابل تقابلا
No,
and
remember
تقابل
alif with passive changes into
ألف
passive
passive
passive. Oh wow.
yes. It happens in F3 and F4, F6. What happens is
Alif with passive.
that you had ta'awana, right?
Yes.
That is,
Now, if
that
we
is
want to
past,
make
right?
it into
Two.
passive,
Two.
then what do we have to do? We have to make all of the multiple O's and
Yeah.
one wa.
أوبنا
E.
So then U, Dhamma after an alif, before an alif, this is not readable in Arabic. So what they do is they change it into tu'uvina. So, vana, sorry. Tu'uwana. Okay.
but the passive should be
But this
E,
is
right?
passive. Yeah, that's what I'm confused now. This is passive, right? So the past passive will be UE.
Oh, sorry.
It should be
I got
little
confused. Yes.
تؤمن.
Jazakallah. So it will be
تؤوبنا
tu'uvina. I was
تؤمن.
correct in the
Yeah.
beginning and then I botched it up. Right. So you have tu'uvina. So now you have a scale for taqabala.
تقوبلا
Yes, tuqubila. Okay.
Yeah,
yes
many multiple.
So the more we practice, inshallah, the more these mistakes will not be there. Okay. Next word. Okay.
What is the
Step
word? Musa? What is the word?
mutajanisun. Okay. Is this an ism, fail, or harf?
Ism.
it's an
It's a masdar, right? Hey, so ism file,
Ism.
right?
Don't go into that right now.
Acha,
Step
okay.
by step.
Okay.
keep yourself back for a little while. Okay.
Okay.
So Alhamdulillah. Mutajanisun. So it is an ism because of the taneen.
Tanween.
And I don't know what's happening. Okay, step 2. Then what type of ism? Now we analyze the word to see what type of ism. So you have mu
Yeah.
And
beginning, and the noon is the end kalma has a kasra,
Kasra.
right? So
Yes.
mu, from mu you got isme file.
Mhm.
It could be isme maful, and it
Yes.
could be isme zarf,
Hmm.
and it is with a dhamma. So this is from the big 8 family,
Right.
because in the small 6 families
Fine.
there
Pattern.
are no moves
Yeah.
in the small 6 family, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
The
Okay,
pattern
so
of
it's the
five.
big 8 family. Now with the kasra on the end kalma, these two get
Hmm.
cancelled.
Rostered. Yeah.
So it is isme
Five.
Five.
file, right? Okay, step 3. So now we go to the family, and because it is from the big 8 families, we already know that it is from the big 8 family. Now, which family from the big 8 family is this? So then we will see that we will remove the
More
markers,
sound. Yeah.
mu, right?
Yeah.
And we have ta, jim,
Ta'awana.
alif, noon, sin.
Let's see.
You have alif, so F6 or
Or
F3,
3.
but you have ta as well.
So it's the
So
the
it
sound.
is
Tasala.
Avana.
There is.
ta'awana. Okay. Now tell me what will be the past tense of this?
This is.
It's past tense only, no? Ta'awana.
Yes, it will be on the scale of ta'awana, but what will it be?
Acha,
Tajan.
yeah.
Tajan.
Taja.
Nasa.
Excellent.
Tajana.
Yes. And what will be the present tense?
Tajanasu.
Yes.
Sister, this I'm getting confused now. The
Why?
present tense and how you getting this? Taja.
Look, how we knew the family, we removed the mu, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were left with ta, jim, alif,
Alif
noon,
and
sin,
Noon. Right.
right? So we
Yeah.
know that the extra letters are the ta and the alif, right?
Yes.
So now we have the name we have is ta'awana. We
Hmm.
know the ta and the alif don't change. So we
Hmm.
will just change these 3 letters.
Hmm.
So you have ta,
Hmm.
then you have jim,
Yes.
alif will remain the same, and then you have noon and sin from here, right?
Right.
So now we have to make it into ta'awana. How will we make it?
Okay.
Taja,
Taja. Nasa.
Nasa.
No.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we know that yata'awanu
Oh yeah. Now I got it. Yeah. Exactly.
is the mudare. So the mudare would be yata janasu.
Nasa. Yeah.
Nasu, because we are doing mudare. So O
Mudare.
ending,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And what will be the masdar?
Ta'awunan. Taja.
Tajan.
Taja. Nusan.
Sun.
Yes.
Nusan.
Excellent. Tajanusan. What, and this is the isme file.
So what will be the meaning of all this, sister?
That we will
Anasa,
go to the, yeah, it is from Jim Noon Seen. So it has to do something with jins.
Gents. Gender.
Let's see if that is correct or we are just guessing. Jim Noon Seen, and Jim Noon Seen comes from family 6, to be related. same kind or same nature.
So is it working like that? Like if you have Jim, Noon, Sin, the specific letters have specific meaning when they are together?
Yes, Jim, Noon, Sin are the root letters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they come in different families and they make different meanings then.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I'm going to delete this right now. Yeah. For example, so Ta'awana has the main core letters as Ain, Waw, Noon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tajahala, if I do that, then the core root letters are Jim, Halam.
Alam, yeah.
So these core root letters, when they come as F1, will have another meaning. If they come with F2, F3, whatever families they come, the meanings will keep on changing according to the family. And that's what we have to learn. First, we have to learn the core meaning, the F1 meaning, and then we have to know the family to be able to translate the word in the way it is used. And that is we are going to do, like for example, today in passive voice, we did the implications of passive voice, right? Why passive voices are used. Similarly, once we are done with our basic surf, inshallah, so I don't know when Ustad plans to, but he gave us this lecture after our basic surf. So the implications of the families or surf families. So in that we will learn how, what are the meanings of the different families.
So it's the same thing, like start talk about the chemical reaction of the things. This
Yes.
is the same thing.
Yes, in a way it is, because the chemical compound, when it reaches a family, it first of all takes the shape of the family and then the meanings of the family. Yeah. Could you just excuse me for a minute, please?
Sure.
Okay. So inshallah, we learn how each family, some families make the meanings of the words transitive, right? And some make it intransitive, and there are other uses, and sometimes the meaning is completely different. For example, remember the example that we did of allama and ta'allama. So allama is to teach and ta'allama is to learn. The core letters are the same, ain, lam, mim, right?
Yeah.
Knowledge. So the
So
same core
it has
meanings in
something to
different
do with
families.
knowledge. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So
Like you
there's
said,
one
gene.
core meaning.
Yeah. Like you
Yes.
just said, genes that has to do something with genes. So
Yes.
okay, now I got it. Oh, just
Oh, yeah.
Question now. Here in the past tense in Janasa, just confusing in the meanings like Janasa etanajasu tanajanusu. How can
Yes.
you
Janasa yata janasu is family 6. So it is its meaning is to be related.
for Janasa to be related?
Yes. Or to be of the same kind or nature.
For etanajanasu, etanajasu,
Yata
etajanasu.
janasu. Yes. It is
Further,
of the same nature, or it is
it's the
related.
present.
Yes, that's the present tense, active present tense.
So how can we translate that word?
Just a second. Tajanasa means he was related, or he was same, right? Same kind or same nature. And yatajanasu
Mhm.
would be then he is he is same kind or he is related,
Mm.
right?
Mm. And this one, Tajanusan.
To be related.
Tajanusan, to be related.
Yes. To be related or to be of the same
Kind.
kind, right?
Mm. Then Mutajanisun, Master.
Mutajanisun is isme file,
Mm.
right? So it
Mm.
means the one who relates, I think. Related, the one who is related.
The one who is related.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about.
Mm.
Like for example, you have allama
Mm.
and then you have muallimun,
Mm.
right? So allama, he teaches,
Mm.
muallimun,
Teacher.
teacher, right? So over here he is related, so it will be relation maybe
Or relative.
or relative. Yes.
Okay.
I guess it will be who relates, because the property of meme letter is
Is doer.
that it gives the word which has like it is the doer of the property of that word, like he was related, right? So if we put meme in the beginning, so it must be someone who does this thing, who relates. I believe, because the property of meme is that it tells the word with the doer form, which has the property of that word.
Yes,
I,
you're
I
right.
believe it must be who relates.
Okay, let me check it in Al Mahani.
Mm.
So we have a correct understanding of this as well.
Like
Mutajanis is isme file
Kataba
of
is
the Janus.
like Kataba is who writes, he wrote, right? But Maktab is the place where the books are placed,
Hmm.
Okay.
right?
The one
Masjid,
who is
Masjid is the
related.
place where Sajda is done, right? So means
Mm-hmm.
is the place where the Sajda is done. So
No,
mean,
that is
and
isme zarf. That won't be
I
isme
mean,
file.
like I don't know, like today this was new for me that it is called isme file, but otherwise I know the property of meme. When we put meme in front of any word, uh,
Mm.
it become the place where that property is done, or uh, like Muhammad. We never noticed Muhammad is meme and Hamad,
Yes, yes.
right? And
The
masjid or
one being.
maktab. So like from that point of view, not from the grammatical perspective, um, this was new for me, by the way, today.
Oh,
Mm.
nice. Okay.
I
Yes,
know.
I get what you're saying, but that is because in the F1, you have the ismi zarf as maf'alun,
Mhm.
maf'ilun, and maf'alatun, right? And
Right.
then
Mm.
in the big eight families, we have it as also like with mu, right?
Mm.
Like Muslamun or Mujahadun,
Mm.
right? So in a meme as a sign of ism zarf makes
Mm.
sense, but it is very important to keep in mind that for the big eight families, this word Muslamun can be used as an ism maf'ul as well as an ism zarf, right? And also Muslimun with a mu, this is ism fa'il.
Yes.
Here you have no contest, right? Only the ism zarf in the F1 families has meme. But in the big eight families, this meme does not only belong to ism zarf, it also belongs to maf'ul and ism fa'il. So majority is of course ism zarf, right? Because you've got 4 scales for it, and only one for each ism fa'il and ism maf'ul. But just to keep this in mind, that a word might not be always zarf with a mu. With a meme and a fatha, it will always be zarf, but with meme and dhamma, you can have 3 possibilities. It can be ism fa'il, it can be ism maf'ul, and it can be ism zarf. So that's just the grammatical, as you were saying, grammatical part of it to keep in mind. But here with the, because we have meme with an kalma having a kasra, so this rules out ism zarf and ism maf'ul, and this is an ism fa'il. So now we have to do it the meaning as a doer. So here ism zarf won't come into play. Okay, so I didn't get the meaning from the Arabic part, so I'm going to do it in the English part, and let's see if we can mutaja this one. Okay, mutajanisun is alike, someone who is alike.
That is one who is related, the same
Having
meaning,
the
right?
same source, yes.
Related in the sense of related.
Yes, alike, someone who is alike, related, right? Has the same source.
Okay, sister.
Okay, so let's do some other words. Let's do okay. Okay. So we have step 1. Is this a fail, ism or harf?
It's
It's
a
a fail.
it's a fail.
Fail. Okay. Step 2. Is it a past or a present tense?
It's a present tense.
Present tense, because you and Ani.
Ani.
Okay. Step 3. Active or passive, and because we are doing present tense, so o a sound.
It's active.
Active.
Active, yes, because you don't have the a sound. Step 4. What is the inside doer?
Pair.
Sorry.
Huma.
Huma.
Yes.
Pair. Yeah.
Yes. Homa and pair, third person.
Third person.
Right. And step 5. So big or small family.
Big
And the Ani and the U, you have more than 3 letters. So it is a big family. And from the big family, which family is this?
F6 or F3. So taka is F6.
Taqabilu. What is the word? Tuqabilu, right? What is the
Yuqabilani. So
Yuqabilu.
you said
Jahada.
F3 or F6.
6.
Is
It's
there a ta
F6.
here?
Taka. Yeah, it's a ta here.
There's a ta, right?
No, sorry.
There's no ta, right?
There's no ta. You
So
have
it is
Oh, it's
already.
jahada.
kaf. It's a jahada.
It is
Yeah.
jahada.
If it was family 6, it
And
would
it's
have been
Yutakabilani.
yuta
Kabilani.
qabalani. There is no
Qabalani,
t
yeah.
in the
In the
F6,
Salapan. Yeah.
right? So there is no ta here. So it is family
3.
3. You
Yeah.
remove the signs of the present tense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you left with? Qaf,
Ka,
alif,
ba,
lam.
and lam. Yeah.
So there is only alif but no ta. So it is,
Jahada then. 3.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. This was yuqabilani. Yuqabilani. Okay. How do I turn this into passive?
Yuqabalani.
Yes. You have to have the OA combination. So U is already changed. So just change the kasra into fatha. Yuqabalani. Excellent. Okay, let's do one more word and inshallah.
So can you do an ism for ism? I'm
Sure.
very confused. Yeah.
Oh, sure, no problem at all. Step 1. Fail ism or harf.
Fail.
Okay. Step 2. What type of fail is this? Present or past?
Present.
Present. And why is it present?
Because it is una ending and yeah, no, it is mu is the beginning, so it cannot be. I think
It is mu in the beginning and una in the ending. So do you have this combination in the
No.
present tense?
No.
It is an ism.
Yes. This is the biggest clue that it is an
Ism.
ism. Exactly. So even if we get confused, there is a way to know the right answer, right?
Yeah.
The mu beginning. Okay. So then we have to erase all of this and go back to our step 1. So now we know it's an ism. Then we have what type of ism. So we will see the markers. With the mu, it can be ism file,
Mafud and Sarf.
ism maf'ul, and ism zarf.
This is maf'ul.
And one more thing is that this is only in the big 8 families, right?
Yeah.
Mu is only in the big 8 family. Okay, now we need to know which of these is this. So we will look at the an kalma. And the an kalma has
Fatha.
fatha. So what is eliminated?
Ism
Zarf
file.
and
Right? Isme file is
oh,
eliminated
ism. Yeah.
because isme file has a kasra on the an kalma. So now we are left with 2 choices, isme maf'ul and isme zarf. Now on the face value, mustaghfarun can be both maf'ul and zarf. And we will leave it at that because we haven't done isme zarf in detail. From this point of view, like in the masdar, una does not exist for ism zarf. Okay? So this is basically your ism maf'ul. But because we haven't done it, so this answer would be correct for now as well. So it can be isme fa'il, sorry,
Yeah, because I
maf'ul or
think
isme.
if I'm just trying to analyze it, but if you're saying it cannot be zarf because zarf is for time and place, right? And
No, zarf,
maf'ul is
the
like
conjugation of
person.
like the Muslim chart,
Yeah.
it only follows certain parts of the Muslim chart,
Oh,
not
okay.
all.
Makes
And remember
sense.
what Ustad said. Una is for masculine,
Yeah.
human
Yeah.
isms only.
That's what I was assuming. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Right? So isme zarf is not masculine or feminine in that sense. It's a place or time, right? It's not human.
Yes. Got it.
Isme fa'il and isme maf'ul are usually what we have done are humans, but of course non-human isms can be there too. But for una is exclusively for masculine human isms only. Okay. So inshallah, we'll continue our review next week on Monday, and hopefully by then I'll be able to prepare a document, an exercise and key for our practice the whole week, so we can share it with others as well. And then the key will come and you can self-check, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So we'll end the session here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah.